Hi, welcome back. I was actually in the middle of doing this video and had just laid these colors down. I got a phone call. I had to take it. So I'm going to have to start over, and this is where we're at. So let me explain what I did. I'm going to do a waterfall, and with the colors to do like the cliffs and rocks that it's coming off of, I'm actually trying a couple of different colors in there that I haven't tried before, like this rose gold. I've got a rose gold, but I'm going to add a little bit of that in there. I have not used it, but I think one time when I first got it, and then it's been sitting. It took me 5 minutes of shaking this thing to even get the ball to actually start loosening up. So, I'll tell you how long it's been. And then, of course, I used some orange and some red in there as well. And then I'm going to finish it off with some yellow, because I want some colorful cliffs. And that is Golden Sunset. And it's a gloss Rust-Oleum paint. By the way, I don't endorse. Rust-Oleum doesn't pay me for this. It's just the paints are fairly cheap compared to others, and they work really well, especially when you get the gloss ones. So that's what I use, and they work good. And I've done some pretty nice looking paintings with them. Alright, now back to this. Once we let that dry just a little bit, we're going to hit it with some black. And I'm going to hit the top with a little bit of blue for the sky. And I'm going to use two different shades. And I got deep blue and patriotic blue, both gloss. Alright, we got that. Now, to make the rocks, I'm going to take just a folded over piece of newspaper, or well, magazine paper in this case. Kind of got a glossy hue to it. And we're going to set it down on top of that black and just kind of roll it up. Pick up some of that color. Fold it over. Do the same thing on this side. Lay it down where you want it. And just lay it down and pick it up. You don't have to pull, or not pull, but you don't have to twist it or turn it or anything like that. You do have to leave a thumbprint up top where the blue's at. So, just cover that up. That's always a good thing with these things. If something happens, you make a little oopsie, you can cover it up pretty quick. And this dried really quick, so I'm going to spray that down a little bit with some secret sauce. Which, if you, again, haven't figured out by now, the secret sauce is just gloss clear coat. But it softens up this paint and allows you to pull more off of it. There. And this one, I just want some of that highlight to show through. And then we want a little bit right in here, because this is where our waterfall is going to come off of. And I want a little bit of color behind the waterfall, because it is coming off here, so there's going to be some of that rocky formation behind it. And there goes some of my paper. So just rip off another piece. Put down some more clear coat. Pick that bad boy up. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. Alright, so we're going to use that. Oh, excuse me, sorry. And to do just a little more blue, give it a little bit better coating. Bring it down some. There we go. Add in just a little dark to that light. Now, what I also want to do to that, up there at the top, is I want to do just a real quick highlight of white. Because if you look at the sky, it's not just blue or not just purple or whatever. And then we're going to add to that, oh, why not? Alright, good enough. To that, we're going to add just a little bit of cloud cover. And so that your clouds don't all look exactly the same, only use parts of it. Like spray with this section and then move over to this section. Flip it over so that it's backwards and do the same thing. Layer it on top of each other so that it looks like there's 2 or 3 layers of cloud there. So I want just a little bit, some decent clouds in there. Probably should have spread them out a little bit more, but that's okay. That's okay. We can do it. All right, now next I want, there you are. I'm going to take some of my black, and we need a place where the water's coming off of, so we're going to carve out, actually, I don't even know if I have to do that, but I'm just going to spray some black in the middle there. That way my waterfall will pop. All right. A little black down there. All right. Stop there. Now, the technique. This is a technique I learned, and I was watching a video from Amethyst, and I'll see how it works. Let's see how it works. Bad thing is, it never even occurred to me until I saw her do it. It's like, oh, you can do that. So, because you can do it in outer space. I didn't even think about doing it for something like this. So let's see what happens. Now you put it down almost on the painting, but not quite. And then you just spritz. And 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 spritz. All right, there's a start. Make sure whatever tool you're using for the lines, scrape it off at regular intervals. It is paint. It will pool and start to drip, and then you'll get these big globs on there that you probably don't want. All right, going back through. Let's do it again. And you just keep doing this across there until you get it filled in the way you want it to look. So, spritz. And spritz and spritz. Spritz and spritz and spritz and spritz and spritz. I know, I don't have to keep saying and spritz. And there's your white globs I was talking about. Because I was so focused on spritz that I forgot about cleaning.
No, you're not getting in there. No. You were in there earlier. You don't need to be in there. You've got other people in here now.
That's okay. If you get some globs in there, because you can fix things.
Audience.
We'll just pull this down like this a little bit. Get rid of the globs. Make sure that's scraped off good. Stretch your back, and then spritz again. So spritz, and spritz. Wipe. And you just keep doing it until you're satisfied. And you got it down where you want it.
Papa.
Granddaughter's back. Oh no.
No.
The sound of silence. All right. Now, this one, if you're going to do like a bigger or slightly longer waterfall, looks pretty cool. But the standard way, which is just taking a piece of cardboard and scraping it down, I think I like that one a little better. Don't forget, when you're at the bottom, you got to give it a little misty where it comes off. And then a little misty at the top. And there's a waterfall done the other way. I mean, I like the way it looks with those effects, but it does take a little longer time to put down. Takes a little longer for it to, because you got to keep scraping your tool as well. And I scraped, I don't know what, onto my painting, so I don't know if you can see it up there or not, but there's these little black dots. That was dried paint off of my table. I'm gonna have to probably scrape this thing off and clean it off and get rid of some of that stuff so I don't do that again. But we're here to learn. So there's that. Now comes the other part. And that is yellow and blue and white. Because according to the granddaughter, you can't have a waterfall without trees or bushes or something. So I guess I'll put some trees and bushes or something. Usually I use the patriotic blue. I think I'll use the deep blue this time. See what happens. I've been saying that a lot over my last few videos. Let's see what happens. So, alright. And then I need, there they are, a handy dandy brush. A little homemade brush. So at the top, I'm gonna have a big brushy. Up here, we're going to have a nice brushy that's kind of hanging down the side a little bit. And then we're going to have just a little bit brushy down here. I know I keep saying brushy, I'm sorry. But the older you get, the younger you act. So at this point, I should be acting like a 6-year-old. So deal with it. All right, so there's some brushies and we're going to clear coat this whole thing. Up the top, clear off this, and we're going to go swoop, swoop. And she just brought me some rocks. Thank you. Birdies! Okay, I drew a couple of birds in. Oh, yay! Woo! She's giving me a rock. Oh, now she just threw a rock at me. We're going to have a discussion about this. You don't throw rocks at people. You don't throw rocks at people. Don't mind me. I was throwing rocks, but I wasn't throwing them at people. Don't throw rocks at people. That's bad.
Papa.
What?
Woo.
Stop. Oh, love the granddaughter, but boy, sometimes.
Nay, come on. On three.
Alright, initials, clear coat. I will, after I get done with this video, go through and try to clean some of the stuff off that got knocked onto it and try to get the painting looking better, because I think that looks pretty good and I like the way that waterfall turned out. Quite a bit of work, but I think it's worth the effort. It looks pretty good. Not an every time thing, but a once in a while thing. When you want a lot of misty effect looking, that's the way to go, I think. Anyway, till next time, I'll let you go for now and talk to you later, and maybe the next one will be a much shorter video
Come here.
without so much hollering at the granddaughter. Talk to you later.